Up on Mountain News this morning, officials are excited for the future of the Buckhorn water plant as funding starts to near completion. And Senator Mitch McConnell made his way to the Commonwealth to make a guest appearance at the Commerce Lexington Luncheon.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Madison Carmouche. We're coming up we just hit 6 o'clock this Thursday morning, and I feel like I can hear the birds chirping a different tune this morning. You know, they're excited. It's almost Friday. It's like a beautiful temperature, but let's send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast.
I'm kind of thinking you're excited. The weekend's coming up fast, Madison. I don't blame you because I'm in the same boat with you. 46 degrees with the fog that has developed over the last few hours. It's not a widespread fog issue this morning. It's what we typically see, and pretty much based on the reporting stations and some of the web cameras this morning, the usual culprits reporting the lower visibility as you make your way into Harlan in the Cumberland Valley. All right, out in the Cumberland Valley, it's 48 at Williamsburg, but 54 your way at Harlan. 44 at Clintwood to 46 at Irvin, 51, good morning to you. At Ashland, the satellite radar composite not showing much at all. Just some clouds that streamed in from I-65 into the Cumberland Valley in the 75 corridor, pushing through last evening. And with high pressure in charge, the fog burns off by mid-morning. We'll see a lot of sunshine this afternoon, and we're going to get up to 78 in Hazard today. Back to a summertime feel to the air this coming weekend. That, along with your bus stop forecast, coming up in a few moments. Madison?
All right, Tim, thank you. Funding for the Buckhorn water plant project is nearly complete. The $40 million project includes the water plant and transmission lines. Several leaders, including Congressman Hal Rogers, gathered in Hazard to announce a $10 million grant for the project. Buckhorn Mayor Simi Bowling says they appreciate the continued support.
We're thankful for the congressman and all the people that are involved in this, and we just hope that the spirit of cooperation continues.
Bowling says this was an exciting announcement for the Buckhorn community. Senator Mitch McConnell released a statement about helping secure the more than $10 million for water infrastructure improvements. He said, quote, "I'm grateful to see these federal funds help upgrade this essential service to the community and set the stage for future growth in the region. My top priority remains to help our state rebuild and ensure the people of Eastern Kentucky have what they need from the federal government." Speaking of Senator McConnell, the Senate Minority Leader was in Lexington for the Commerce Lexington Luncheon yesterday. The event took place at the Hyatt Regency Ballroom. Senator McConnell talked about a number of things, including the presidential race. He says it is important that people can find topics that both sides of the aisle can agree on.
Now, as you can imagine, I think none of my members were too happy to see me standing by Joe Biden up in northern Kentucky.
McConnell commended the current administration for being able to get the work done for the Brent Spence Bridge in northern Kentucky after the Trump and Obama administrations were unable to do so. We are now just more than 1 month away from the official start of fall. But that means ragweed allergy season is upon us. William Greisner with Bluegrass Allergy Care says we are close to the peak of ragweed, and it will continue until we get a frost. Dry and windy days can boost the pollen count, so Greisner says even on a nice day, opening your windows for some fresh air could cause problems for allergy sufferers.
Don't keep your windows open at night, although you may enjoy that. That's just bringing pollen in from outside. And likewise, don't drive with your car windows down either.
And if you are struggling with allergies, Greisner recommends seeing a specialist. If you're interested in Kentucky's rich human history, Barren River State Park is the place to be this weekend. The Green River Archaeological Society of Kentucky is hosting a show and presentation on recent findings from Paleo-Indian sites in Hart and Hardin counties. The event will showcase prehistoric artifacts from sites like the Copeland Valley and Melrose Clovis sites, providing insight into life from 10 to 14,000 years ago.
The show's awesome. It's at one of the most beautiful places in our state, Barren River State Park, from 8 to 4 on Saturday and 8 to 12 on Sunday. So we display prehistoric artifacts. Anybody will talk to you for as long as you want, I promise, about their artifacts. Everybody loves their artifacts.
The Paleo Indian presentation will take place this weekend in the basement of the Barren River Lodge inside the state park in Lucas.
Good Thursday to you, about 6:04, 6:05 this morning. It's 51 at Ashland, mid-40s at Irvin, 51 at Pikeville, and 53 at Harlan. And the satellite radar composite, nothing to show you. High pressure's right on top of us. We're going to lose the fog. You may get tired of this type of fire drill copy-paste forecast. Nah, not really, because it feels fantastic after these cool mornings. Outside right now, we're dealing with the fog in 46. By the time we head towards 7:30, we're trying to burn the fog off, and we're only warming things up into the upper 40s here in the heart of Perry County. A little bit warmer outside our county, as we've seen with the regional temperatures, near 70 for a lot of us at the lunch hour, and we'll top out at 78 this afternoon. Great feel to the air for football practice, soccer practice, and the like this afternoon. How about for Friday night football tomorrow night? We'll let you know. Your ARH First Alert 7-day forecast is coming up in a few moments. Madison?
All right, Tim, thank you. A young Winchester girl has made it a tradition to show up on the first day of school in style. And the style is only appropriate for a school whose mascot is the Colts. Destiny Quinn explains in The Good Side.
This is the third year Bristol Borders has saddled up and ridden her pony to school, and she's not the first person in her family to do so. Parents in the car line at Conkray Elementary got quite the show the first day of school.
I hopped on my horse and my aunt lead me here.
Seeing a horse in the school parking lot isn't something many kids and parents are used to.
They were shocked.
But for Bristol Borders and her Aunt Casey, this is nothing new.
Every year we ride the first day of school on her pony.
It's a tradition that's been passed down from her aunt's time in school.
My last day of 8th grade, I rode my horse to school.
Now, 11 years later, Casey is sharing the ropes with Bristol and bringing joy to those around them.
It takes all the nerves away from the kids when they see us riding down. The kids love seeing us. They wave, the school bus honks.
And Bristol's horse, Diogi, doesn't mind the ride.
She liked all the attention that he has.
While she might only be in 3rd grade, Bristol's already thinking about the future.
She keeps asking when she's going to do this by herself instead of me going with her. And we said it's going to be at least her senior year.
But for the time being, the two horse lovers will continue making memories.
And I like to do what my aunt used to do.
Riding horses is nothing like you can imagine, and it's just good for your heart. And it makes my heart happy to see her follow my footsteps.
And that's not the only horse riding Bristol's been doing. She's pretty impressive. She's done 75 miles of trail riding since April.